that second half was sort of what decided the game.
Yeah, I thought they also had a flurry in the end of the first half also that extended their lead out, and then in that second half they got up. I just thought we did a poor job of staying connected to a couple of their shooters. We were trying to switch some things out so it wouldn't happen, and we just did a couple times where we just had poor switches where we didn't stay into them, and then we just got in rotations and got behind plays, and they were able to shoot some rhythm threes. So just have to do a better job of having discipline, on the defensive end and not allowing such a clean look.
Overall, where this team is defensively, behind where you hoped it would be at this point in the season, or where you feel like?
Well, it's different because I think it's fool's gold sometimes when you get non-conference. And when you play people, you're not playing some of the same style that you play when you get into the Big Ten. And everybody's a good player when you get into the Big Ten. And today it was a little bit of a disappointment, just because if guys make tough shots and you're draped all over them, you got to shake their hand. But I thought they just had too many open ones. So to answer your question, today wasn't a good day for us defending the perimeter.
Obviously, AJ had the huge game on Tuesday, and it was those first couple minutes where he came out, kind of seemed to set a tone. You contrast that with what you got from him today.
Yeah, I thought that Eliason was really good. I thought he won the battle at that position, and Travis Carroll for us came in and it was on one leg, and I thought he gave us everything he had in 8 minutes, and we just need to get more production, from that position. Got to rebound the ball better, got to sprint harder in transition, get ahead of the play. And I just thought Eliason's effort was really good, and he definitely won that battle.
When you made your run late in the game, what changed to bring you back from that 10-point gap you had for a chunk of time?
Yeah, well, we were able to get a couple turnovers, and then get penetration in there. We drew a couple fouls, got to the free throw line, had a couple layups, some guys dive into the basket on penetration, and then knock down some threes. So just a combination of that and getting some stops. I think that was the key part of that equation, is being able to get some stops on the other end, so you can make a little bit of a run.
For the most part, did you get the ball inside as much as you wanted to?
No, not at all. I thought we did a poor job of getting the ball in. But they're trying to bottle us up, and obviously zone. And when you penetrate, then you got to do a little bit better job of probing the defense and moving it and getting in there. But our bigs also got to do a better job of working. We've had people zone us before, and we've gotten the ball in. So I don't think it was impossible to do that against their zone, but we didn't do a very good job.
At one point, you guys were, I think, 5 of 10 on threes, so that's what kept you in the game there going into those last couple minutes of the first half. Did you feel like something else changed as far as the way you were approaching things, other than getting the ball inside?
No, just trying to get a balance. You want to get good threes, and we're able to get in rhythm and and knock some shots down, and just trying to get it in, trying to drive the ball, and just have a balance going against their zone of perimeter and interior shots.
Compared to how the game went for the first 35, 36 minutes.
Pretty much we just had to pick it up because we were down. Just I don't know, all of a sudden we just got hype off it. But pretty much we not rebounding everything. It was just scoring the transition and turnovers and just taking better shots. We just feel like we should have just tacked the middle a little more and then play like we played the last couple minutes.
This isn't the first zone you guys have seen. It's not the last zone you guys have seen, and it seemed to frustrate you guys for a while. What they were doing, was it a matter of how well Minnesota was playing with the zone, or a matter of
it was just they came out more ready than us pretty much. The zone wasn't that difficult. It was just getting to penetrate through the zone, really. It's like when they trapped us, we just had that many people to pass to, people in my face and everything. Like me, I'm one rebound, like I should have.
All right, well, that leads to the next question. You had obviously 16 against the hot state, and you had 1, I think, today. What was the problem with that?
I don't know. I was boxing out and everything. Just I guess I was just waiting on it to come to me. Once they didn't come to me, and he was just out hustling me a little more.
Did the way you started the last game, getting a couple rebounds and baskets early, seemed to not only give you some energy, but the whole team some energy. Did you feel like not getting into a rhythm early today hurt you, hurt the team?
No, a little bit, but not really. Because they gave it to me the first 2 times, scored one, then the other one. The other than that, they just tried to keep it out of the post, which we didn't really get that many post touches until the second half. So we just got attacked more.
It seemed to go in the last couple minutes, but compared to the way things went for the first 34, 35 minutes today.
Well, we just play harder the last couple minutes than we play really the rest of the game, especially defensively. That's something that you can't do, especially especially in the Big Ten.
It seems like you played better when you ramped it up. I don't know that you guys are known for playing quickly, but it seemed like you played better when you got into some sort of quick rhythm there.
I thought so, but I feel like it was more of us getting those stops. We was able to get some things in transition. Throughout the rest of the game, we really wasn't getting stops. They were able to get set in their defense, and they turned it on it.
You know, you killed them on the offensive board, which usually means you're working hard. So, I mean, what was the difference between you and them?
Just defensive stops. We really didn't get a lot of defensive stops. We didn't really get the ball inside. We feel like Eliason fronted the post a lot, didn't let it in, and that's something that we got to change.
A lot of open looks from three for them today. You know, the Hollins guys there for a little while, and really, but several guys today. Why was that such a problem today?
We really wasn't just. It was the screens. We was running into the screens. We just got to do a better job of getting through those screens, especially on shooters like that.
Does this feel like defensively, are you guys where you thought you'd be at this point in the season, or are you guys still behind where you think you need to be defensively, just as a team, game in, game out?
I mean, obviously, we think we were behind after what happened tonight. We let the two star guards basically get off, and the rest of the guys came in, made some good shots. So obviously, we feel like we're behind right now.
To get back in it, but really it was the way that second half started that probably cost you guys a game. Can you explain where that rough start came from?
I just thought they were getting a lot of open shots coming off the screens, and the defense we play, we stay in tight, so you have to get there on the catch, and they were able to just knock down some shots, contested shots.
What was sort of the defensive plan against them, and why didn't it come through? Jerome mentioned the screens as far as you guys just not getting around those and getting to the defenders, or getting to the shooters.
I don't know, just stopping the two Hollins. I thought they did a pretty good job using those screens, and we just got to do a better job.
Do you feel like you guys did as well as you could getting the ball inside today, considering what they were doing, or was that another example of not doing that? Obviously, that was a highlight of the Ohio State game, the way you guys were able to get it into AJ.
Yeah, I think what Jerome said, we just got to have a balance on both inside and outside. And when we do that, we're most likely to be successful.